Okay, can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. So it's nice to have you, Dawn. It's okay to have just the audio, no problem. On your math, okay, you should be seeing a folder that says Tuesday. Okay? So on your Tuesday folder, there should be all the references still, okay? However, the worksheets to do, it's blank at this point. You will see 3 worksheets that will pop up today. And this will be Roman numerals, centimeters to inches, and pounds to kilograms. Is that clear? Roman numerals, centimeters to inches, and pounds to kilograms. Okay, so there will be 3 submissions as well. Okay, this is the same, it's not a lot. These are the same things we do in the classroom for 1 hour. Okay, so there's no difference. I'd like to actually have you dismissed earlier because I have a meeting at 12. So we'll try our best to go fast on this one. I'd like you to pull up your worksheets from yesterday, have your answers ready, and we'll go over it. So if some of you had some mistakes, I can work it with you. Okay. For you to solve the worksheets, of course, you have to watch the video lectures too. Okay, before you could solve the worksheets. I have so many references available to you, from Udemy to a YouTube original link. Okay, so either way, it's fine. I'd like you to do the Udemy because you get a certificate, okay, by finishing the Udemy classes. Okay, let's do military time to standard time and standard to military time in class work first. Okay, get ready. Another term for military time, Maria.
International time?
International time, correct. So what is the format for international time, Maria?
There's no 8 p.m.
Format for international or military time?
It's just 4 numbers.
4 numbers, okay. Does it have a colon or not?
Doesn't have a colon.
Doesn't have a colon. Does it have an AM or a PM?
No.
Okay, so 4 digits following the 24-hour format, no colon, no AM, no PM. Remember that, okay? What about standard time, Jason? How many digits?
Standard time will have either 3 or 4.
Correct, 3 or 4. Does it have a colon?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does, okay. And then does it have an AM or a PM?
Preferably.
It has to have AM or PM or I'll mark you wrong. But even the test, it says AM/PM, you can just encircle the correct answer, okay? If I ask you to convert time to standard time and you don't have an AM or a PM, it will allow me to give you an X, okay? I'll consider that a wrong answer because there has to be an AM or a PM. AM is morning, PM is nighttime or afternoon, okay? Things that I'd like you to remember. Noon is 12 p.m. Midnight is 12 a.m. Midnight is the beginning of the day. 0000 is considered midnight in military or international time. 2400 is considered military or standard time. However, if it's the first minute of the day, you're not supposed to write 2401. It ends there. That clear? It becomes 0001. It's the first minute of the day. Is that clear? Okay, let's go. Let's do this so we don't have to come back. Number 1, Christian. Military to standard?
7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. with a colon and with an AM because you have no options for AM or PM to encircle. So the AM must be in there. Number 2, Marlene, can you speak, please?
Yeah, I can see it's 3:30
Correct. 3:30 what? Because if you just wrote 3:30, I'll mark you wrong.
p.m.
3:30 p.m. Correct. Number 3, Stormy.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Correct. Number 4, Nate. Our birthday boy. Mom. Can you just type it? Your audio is bad. Can you type the correct answer, Nate? Okay, I'll get back to you on 4. 5, Julio.
Sorry, I missed that part. I wasn't here. I got late.
Okay, we're on military to standard, standard to military conversion of time. Number 5 in classwork.
I don't have the material. Let me look at it.
Okay, so I'll get back to you, Nate and Julio. Number 6, Richard.
5:15 p.m.
Correct, 5:15 p.m. with a colon and with a p.m. Jasmine, 7.
7 is 11:45 p.m.
Correct, 11:45 p.m. Number 8, who have I not called? Dawn, are you ready?
Yeah,
Okay, number 8, please.
4:20 p.m.
4:20 p.m. Correct. Number 9, Jason.
It's going to be 12 a.m.
This is your 12 a.m. When somebody tells you, I'll call you at midnight, don't ask them what time, please, okay? I'll meet you at noon, don't ask them what time, please, okay? It's embarrassing. Noon is 12 p.m., okay? 12 a.m. is midnight. Let's know those terms. Number 10, Julio, are you ready for number 5 and number 10? Not yet?
I got him.
Okay, so number 5 for you.
It's 4 a.m.
Correct, and number 10 would be?
6:23 p.m.
Correct. What about you, Nate? Are you ready? Number 4. Nate, can you hear me? Nate, number 4. Number 10, Stormy.
Didn't Julio just do 10?
Number 10.
Oh, no. Okay, so 6:23 p.m.
Correct. 11, Jasmine.
11 is 0630.
0630. It must have the 0 because it's military or international time. Number 12, Maria.
0945.
0945. For number 4, Nate said 10:15 p.m. Okay, it's your chance to check your own work. Number 13, Jason.
13 is going to be 11:30 hours.
11:30 hours, okay? You don't have to write the letter H or the capital H, okay? So 1130 is fine. 14, Richard.
1,000.
1000 or 1000. 15, Julio, you ready?
15 will be 12:15.
12:15.
1215.
Correct. No colon, no AM or PM. Number 16, Marlene.
1930.
1930, correct. Number 17, Dawn.
15:30.
1530, correct. Number 18, Jasmine.
2230.
2230. Number 19, Christian.
20:45.
2045. Everybody unmute yourselves. This is how I do it in class. So I'll do it here too. And number 20, everyone.
0915.
0915. Who has questions on the conversion, on time conversion for military or international to standard and vice versa? No question? Who got everything correct? Raise your hands. Okay, cool. Next one. Get ready. Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion, which is temperature. I put in your folder the storage conditions. Okay. Magic number or number to remember would be what for refrigerator temperature? Jasmine said 8, and that is in Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius.
It's in Celsius. Okay, refrigerator temperature is 8 degrees. So because that's the mid, I try to remember it that way. In major exams, like the board exams, they always ask for refrigerator temperature. The way they would ask it is, this drug needs to be refrigerated. What temperature should this be drug placed in? And it's all in Fahrenheit. But what you're trying to figure out is that 8 degrees Celsius. Is that clear? Okay. For temperature, I'd like you to remember 3 temperatures without having to do the what? The conversion or the math. What are these 3 temperatures I mentioned? Okay. Boiling point of water. What is a boiling point of water? Richard?
100 degrees Celsius and
100 degrees Celsius, and that is what in Fahrenheit?
212 degrees Fahrenheit.
Boiling point is 212, correct. And then freezing point of water, Jason.
It's 0 degrees Celsius and 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Is it 32 or minus 32? I have to clarify this with you because I don't want you confused.
Just 32.
Just 32, correct. It's not negative, okay? I always tell the students or ask the students, when does it rain? When does it snow in Vegas? Okay? They'll say never. No, that's not true because in 2008, 2011, and some other years, okay, it snowed in Vegas. Not often, okay, but it did snow. Last year it did snow, I think, or 2 years ago in February, okay? A little bit. But yeah, it doesn't snow that much, but it did snow in Vegas. We can now tell them that. Freezing would be 0 degrees Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. And what's the normal body temperature? Stormy?
37 degrees Celsius and 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. However, each person's normal body temperature may vary, okay? Sometimes it's from 37 to 37.5, okay? Low-grade fever would be 38, 38.5. So it depends, okay?
Yeah.
So you should know your normal body temperature, okay? Or the patient actually knows that, okay, I'm always a little bit on the warm side or on the cold side. Okay, let's do this. Celsius formula would be F minus 32 over 1.8. Fahrenheit formula would be 1.8 and then your Celsius plus 32. Remember, we always follow the PEMDAS rule, which is parentheses and exponents first before multiplication and division, followed by addition or subtraction. Okay, so don't blame your calculators. Okay, in the formula 1.8 C plus 32, you have to do 1.8 times the Celsius and then press equals before you add the 32. And in the formula Celsius, you have to do the Fahrenheit minus 32, press equals first before you divide it by 1.8. Because if you don't do that, it will follow the PEMDAS rule. Is that clear? Your calculator will follow the PEMDAS rule and you will get the wrong answer, okay? I told you stories on my video lectures about a student who blamed her calculator for getting the wrong answer all the time because she got her calculator from the dollar store, where I always say during orientation, get your calculators from the dollar store. And if you're getting it from there, get at least 2 because the battery might die. And then on the other hand, you might want to get it from Walmart because it's only 98 cents. Okay? I don't have any consideration of calculator. I don't have any specifics when it comes to calculator. Just as long as, take note of this, it has a square root functionality. I told you this during orientation because come dosage calculation, when we need to compute for body surface area, we need square roots. Okay, that's my only consideration. I love my good old store calculator. Okay, Okay, moving on. So we can get back to work and do our other homeworks. You have homeworks due on Wednesday, okay? Wait for your worksheets to pop up today. 3 worksheets on math, okay? Let's do this. Temperature conversion. Number 1, 20 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Jasmine.
68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Correct. Okay. This time it has the F. So you don't have to write that when faced with a format like this in test, okay? But if it's just blank, I want to see the degree sign and then the F. Is that clear?
I was just gonna ask you that. Like, you want us to have the degree sign too? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you can write it down, fine. But if you're submitting your homework without the degree sign, is fine. It may be hard for you to find the symbol. So I'm okay without the degree sign when you're submitting your homeworks online. Okay. But if it's a paper test, handwritten, yes, I prefer you to have that degree sign. Clear? Okay. Number 2, 104.8 Fahrenheit. Nate.
40.4.
Correct. Number 3, Marlene. 5 Celsius.
41 degrees Fahrenheit.
41 degrees Fahrenheit. Take note, we follow the rule. Drop that trailing 0. Do not forget the leading 0. So if your final answer is 41, don't do 41.0. I know it's such a high temperature. However, it matters in medicine, in science, in chemistry. Why? Sometimes we have to autoclave stuff, okay, at high temperatures, okay? Centrifuge. High temperatures, okay? And I want you to have that habit of following the suggestion, drop that trailing 0. What does that mean? If your final answer is 41, don't do 41.0. It can be misinterpreted as 410. I know we're just on temperature, but it matters once we get to the milligrams, the mLs. That clear? Yeah, okay. And do not forget the leading 0. What do I mean by that? If your answer is a decimal, 0.41, okay? Then let's do 0.41 because our brain is not programmed to look for that decimal point before a whole number. Okay, but by putting a 0 before, it tells us, hey, this is less than 1. Hey, this is a decimal. Is that clear? Okay. Number 4, Stormy. 200 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Hang on 1 second.
93.3 degrees Celsius.
93.3 degrees Celsius. If there's no instruction as to what to keep, how much to keep 1 decimal place or the 10th place when we're talking about temperature. Okay, why? Because we don't say that this person's body temperature is 93.35. We just say 93.3. However, be mindful that during tests, your options may be 2 decimal places or the hundredths place. Choose the letter of the best answer always, following the rule of rounding off. Is that clear? Okay, so 93.3, correct. Number 5, Christian, 50 Celsius.
122 Fahrenheit.
Correct. Number 6, Nate, can you hear me? Is it better outside?
39.6.
39.6 Celsius, that's 103.2 Fahrenheit. Number 7, Julio.
78.8
What?
Fahrenheit.
78.8 Fahrenheit is the same as 26 Celsius. Number 8, Maria. Let's go fast.
37.6 degrees Celsius.
37.6 degrees Celsius, that's 99.6 Fahrenheit, correct. Number 9, Dawn.
60.8 degree Fahrenheit.
60.8 degrees Fahrenheit is 16 Celsius, correct. Number 10, Jason.
31.1 degrees Celsius.
31.1 degrees Celsius is 88 Fahrenheit, correct. 11, Jasmine. 22 Celsius to Fahrenheit.
71.6.
71.6 Fahrenheit, correct. 12, you again.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. This one is 101 by 4 minus 32.
Are you just doing your homework?
No, this is classwork.
Okay.
38.6.
You have to submit this, huh? It said in there. There are 2 submission links, okay? 101.4 Fahrenheit is 38.6 degrees Celsius. Correct. Marlene, we'll do 13 and 14 for you, so don't unmute yourself right away. 13, 19 Celsius would be
66.2 Fahrenheit.
66.2 Fahrenheit. And number 14, 99.86 Fahrenheit would be
37.7 Celsius.
37.7 Celsius. Nate, do 2, 15 and 16. 17 Celsius would be
15 and 16 would be 62.6 and 21.1.
correct. 15 is 17 Celsius. That to Fahrenheit, that's going to be 62.6 Fahrenheit. And 16 is 70 Fahrenheit. That's going to be 21.1 degrees Celsius. Number 17 and 18, Maria.
17 would be 46.4 Fahrenheit and 18 would be 20 Celsius.
Correct. 8 Celsius would be 46.4 Fahrenheit, and 68 Fahrenheit would be 20 degrees Celsius. Number 19, Stormy.
35.6.
35.6 Fahrenheit would be 2 Celsius. Unmute yourselves, everyone. Number 20, 102.5 Fahrenheit would be
39.2.
39.2 Celsius. Who got everything correct? Okay, good job. Our topic would be conversion again. Okay, for tomorrow, expect 3 worksheets to pop up. That will be centimeters to inches conversion, which is a conversion of length. Okay, that is applicable to height. Okay, and then kilograms to pounds conversion. Okay, which is a conversion of weight. Okay, that's your metric to household. And then your Roman numerals. Okay, real quick, why do we need to study? I mentioned in the video lecture why we need to study military time to standard time conversion and vice versa. Jason. In the practice of pharmacy, why do we need to know these conversions?
Hospitals use military time.
Okay, hospitals, military installation use, international time, or 24-hour format, okay? We don't call the time of death of the patient as pharmacists and pharmacy technicians, okay? However, the time that the drug needs to be delivered and administered may be in a 24-hour format too, okay? Why do we need to study why do we need to study temperature conversion in the practice of medicine and pharmacy? Jasmine. Sorry, Stormy.
You said, why do we need to practice the temperature conversion?
Yeah, why do we need to know?
Well, because some medications have to be refrigerated or controlled room temperature or frozen, so you have to make sure it's stored right. And then most of the medicines are made outside the U.S. anyway.
Yeah, so what does that mean?
Well, that's like we have to convert back and forth with them anyway. Aren't we the only people that use the household? Like everybody else uses metric anyway.
Okay, so most countries use the metric system. Most countries use Celsius. I came from a country that uses metric system and Celsius. So when I moved here, when my friends are asking me what's the temperature, I have to convert the Fahrenheit to Celsius so that they know how hot or how cold it is. Okay, and then when I went to the grocery, it's not in kilograms, it's in pounds per pounds. So I have to convert in my head how much that is, okay? It's correct. Everybody else in the world uses Celsius except for the United States. There was a point in time where in the UK uses Fahrenheit and then they went back to Celsius, okay? So we have to know storage conditions. Sometimes when we're working in the lab, temperature, when it comes to heating, okay, autoclaving, centrifuging matters, okay? But for us as pharmacists and pharmacy technician, importance of conversion of temperature is because when drugs come to us for inventory, our orders, our supplies, one of the first things that we should do is to check the storage condition. Okay, if they need to be refrigerated, room temperature, controlled room temperature, if they need to be frozen. Is that clear? Any questions on this 2-topic maths? No questions? We all good? Okay, no need for help on this topics? Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10, okay? Wait for your worksheets. Bye. Again, save the alcohol until all homeworks are done, right there. Or right there.